Ted, good to speak to you again. You've been a busy man. Another book on the Hibs, and this time it's about the famous win over in Gorgie. What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, the 40th anniversary was coming up, Andrew, as you know, on New Year's Day 2013. We've not been doing too well against the Hearts of late, so I thought it was time to recapture some great memories, and the 7-0 result is still the highest competitive margin between Hibs and Hearts by 2 goals. But it wasn't just the result, it was the way the team, an outstanding team who played exceptionally well on the day. Jimmy Rote said to me, to beat your biggest opponents 7-0 on their own ground when they're a decent team, which Hearts were at that time, you have to have every single player playing at the top of their game. And on that day, all 11 players were exceptional. And I just thought it should be something that should be both commemorated and celebrated.
That's certainly, and I've been fortunate enough to have read the book. It's almost like a homage to the Tornadoes. Were they your favourite Hibs team?
Well, I started off watching Joe Baker, and I saw the end of the famous 5, and then I saw Joe Baker, Willie Hamilton, people like that, all great players, great teams, but the Turnbull Tornadoes were an absolutely outstanding team, and yes, I think probably they had to be my favourite team. Any team that wins 3 cups in 12 months, scores 100 goals before Christmas and beats the Hearts 7-0 at Tynecastle has to be your favourite team. Yeah.
In the book you've managed to speak to most of the players that obviously featured in that 72-73 season, which was groundbreaking because obviously we won our first major trophy for 70 years. So who would you say was your favourite out of that crop of players?
Well, I liked them all, and that's not just avoiding the question. They all brought something to the team, they all brought something to the equation. I think my outstanding favourites were Alec Edwards, who was an outstanding passer of the ball and a great midfield controller, playmaker in the centre of the park, perfectly complemented by Alec Cropley on the other side. Pat, of course, as captain and leader and classy player. And I was a great fan of Jimmy Rote because Jimmy was a Hibs man through and through. He never stopped working. He had a lot of talent as well, and boy did he score goals. He had over 20 goals by Christmas that year, including 6 hat-tricks.
Certainly. Obviously, yeah. I've managed to read all of your books that you've published, starting off with There Is a Bonnie Fitba Team, which I really enjoyed. That was a memoir of your time as a Hibs fan throughout the years. You've been prolific ever since, just churning out a lot of books. How did you manage to do it, basically? Well,
it's an absolute pleasure. Yeah. It's an absolute pleasure. I'm retired now. I've got the time to do it. I find it comes relatively easily to me to put my thoughts on paper when you get great cooperation from people like the Turnbull Tornadoes, who have been fantastic in speaking to me and making time for me and very honest with their views and their thoughts and their opinions, and great in sharing their memories. It's just a pleasure to put it down on paper, and it brings it all back for me, and I hope it brings it all back for the people who read the books.
Obviously the book now is available to buy from the Hibernian Clubstore, so hopefully supporters will be able to get a copy for the Hibby in their life for Christmas, the ideal gift. What's next for you, Ted? What's another book project on the go?
I'm not sure, Andrew. I've done 5 in 4 years. I've been busy, as you said, but I'd love to do a book on Hibs winning the Scottish Cup. I thought I might have got the chance to do that a few months ago, but we'll say no more about that because we all know what happened. But I do hope Hibs will win the Cup in my lifetime, and if they do, I hope I can be there to chronicle it. That'd be a great experience to write the story of Hibs at last winning the Scottish Cup. That's my greatest ambition in life.